Hello and welcome to a brand new episode of Today's Youth. My name is Ahmed Nader, and tonight we'll be focusing on a group project by the students from the Faculty of Arts at Ain Shams University, and more specifically in the Media Science and the Mass Communication Department, focusing on the Egyptian Space Agency, on the initiative of the asteroid of Egypt with the name of Al-Rihla, or the journey. We will be having more information about this group project through the graduates now, Yahya Ahmed and Maryam Ismail. Thank you very much for being with us tonight. Maryam, first of all, how did you come up with the name Al-Rihla?
Me and my team decided to think about a name that will be a story behind what we do in every step.
Yes.
So we felt that Rihla is like the journey that we will go through in the space agency.
سمعت قبل كده عن وكالة الفضاء المصرية. وكالة الفضاء المصرية ظهرت على أرض الواقع سنة 2018 بهدف نقل علوم الفضاء وتوطينها وامتلاك القدرات الذاتية لبناء الأقمار الصناعية وإطلاقها من الأراضي المصرية. لو أنت مهتم بعلوم الفضاء فأكيد سمعت عن مكتب التايكو، ولو ما سمعتش احنا هنقول لك. التايكو هو مكتب دعم الابتكار ونقل وتسويق التكنولوجيا، وهو نتاج التعاون بين أكاديمية البحث العلمي ووكالة الفضاء المصرية اللي تم في 5 فبراير 2020. مكتب التايكو بيتكون من 3 مكاتب رئيسية. 1. مكتب نقل التكنولوجيا TTO، وهو مسؤول عن دعم المشاريع البحثية اللي بتجيله وبيدعمها مادياً ويحول الفكرة لمنتج تسويقي. 2. مكتب المنح والتعاون الدولي جايكو، وهو مسؤول عن توفير المنح للمشاريع البحثية اللي بيدعمها مكتب نقل التكنولوجيا ودعم الابتكار. 3. مكتب براءة الاختراع والملكية الفكرية تسك، وهو مسؤول عن حماية الملكية الفكرية بمساعدة الجهة المختصة. وإنجازات مكتب التايكو ما اقتصرتش بس على الإنجازات العلمية، في كمان إنجازات ترفيهية ومنها مسلسل حلم الفضاء، وهو مسلسل رسوم متحركة بيبسط علوم الفضاء وبيقدمها بطرق شيقة، بيستهدف الأطفال من عمر 8 إلى 16 سنة. في 16 فبراير 2020 وفي مركز إعداد القادة شارك مكتب التايكو في الاحتفال المميز بيوم الفضاء المصري من خلال عرض أهم الأفكار البحثية المطروحة اللي بتخدم أهداف الوكالة وبتتفق مع خطة مصر الفضائية في السنين اللي جاية. وضم الاحتفال معرض بيه منتجات خاصة بالوكالة ومنتجات تانية خاصة بطلبة الجامعة، بالإضافة إلى ورش عمل استهدفت محبي الفضاء من مراحل عمرية مختلفة. وده غير مشاركة مكتب التايكو في معرض القاهرة الدولي للكتاب من خلال عرض كتب عن الفلك وعلوم الفضاء وكتب تلوين للأطفال. قدر مكتب التايكو إنه يستمر في فترة الحظر من خلال عمل مسابقات أونلاين مختلفة زي مثلا مسابقة علوم الفضاء. ولو انت من ضمن طلاب المدارس او الجامعات تقدر تقدم في معسكر الفضاء الصيفي من خلال صفحتهم على فيسبوك وتستفاد من الورش المختلفة. قدرت وكالة الفضاء المصرية انها تخترق عالم الفضاء وتحقق انجازات كتيرة في مدة قليلة من خلال برنامج الفضاء الوطني اللي بيتم تنفيذه بالتوازي مع خطة مصر للتنمية المستدامة 2030. ولسه الرحلة ما انتهتش.
This means that you had to gather information about the Space Agency of Egypt because I think it is relatively new at the new administrative capital.
Yeah.
We didn't really know about specific space technologies.
Yeah.
So when we went there, it was really helpful of them giving us several workshops about space and new technologies and the recent innovations. So it was really helpful of them. We knew about space recent projects and how satellites can work and how they launch these satellites. So it helped us a lot in doing this program.
But we recently had a satellite that was launched into space,
Yes,
the NineSat once again. So what information did you gather about that?
We went to the space agency and they showed us the place that the NineSat will go through the space. We were very amazed and we were proud that this will happen here in Egypt in a very professional way. So it was like they took us a tour into every lab there and every project they did, they talked about it. We were very proud and We are proud that we worked in this. We were part of this.
Yahya and Mariam will be taking a quick break and we'll be returning once again to you on Today's Youth, so stay tuned. Welcome back. You're still watching Today's Youth with Yahya Ahmed and Mariam Ismail. Mariam, of course, we spoke about Al-Rihla, the journey, how it started with the Egyptian Space Agency. What is the purpose of naming it Al-Rihla? So, what were the main information for you that were beneficial for your career after graduation?
The main benefits I took is to work with a team. Each one of them are very, they want to do the best, they want to work as much as they can. Every one of them has a certain hobby that benefits the project. This is the first benefit I took. The second thing is I learned how to market for a project, and this is the main aim for the project. Yeah, true.
So what was your role, Yahya?
Yeah, my role was also about marketing and social media for the project. Also the information gathering, and so we can publish the project in the full form after Yusuf Amr doing the motion graphics for the project.
So you gathered information for about 2 weeks or a month about the Space Agency, or a certain project within the Space Agency of Egypt?
The Egyptian Space Agency, and specifically the Tycho office in the Egyptian Space Agency.
The main aim for the project was to make people know about the Egyptian Space Agency?
Exactly.
How did that go? Yani, how did you publish on social media? Did you focus on Instagram, on Facebook, on YouTube? What did you focus on? It
was mainly on Facebook platform. We did publish a lot of posts involving the Egyptian Space Agency and the Tycho office. Also the space information, general information about space, we didn't actually know about, but we started gathering information and to start doing daily posts about the space and the Egyptian Space Agency and the activities of the Egyptian Space Agency, and making people aware of that we have an agency related. Yes, exactly.
So what is the Tycho office?
The Tycho office is a place that collects like 3 offices. It targets the children to know more about space.
Yes, in Egypt.
Yeah, true. They do events, stories, and series for children. That's it.
Yahya, you seem passionate about films and movies and space and all of that. So what were your main hobbies that led you to come up with an idea of 10 or 12 students or graduates now from the faculty that we should be speaking and we should be telling the story of space and Egypt's experience in this field?
Yeah, it's more like when I was young, I didn't really have anything related to the love of space science or anything like that, but since I was a kid, I really loved the space idea, looking at the sky and seeing all these stars and planets and stuff like that. I've been always passionate about it. I have a lot of hobbies aside, but it's not really related about space.
And you never thought about space growing up?
No, I thought about it a lot, and I used to watch like National Geographic and so on. But when I grew up, I don't have enough information about it. That's why I feel like this initiative was very helpful for me to know more about it.
You say that you're passionate about marketing. What led you to go to this field?
Since I was a kid, I decided to work as a marketeer. I love the idea of spreading something that was never known before in a lot of strategies. So this was the main goal for me.
So what was the strategy behind selling the idea of space in Egypt?
We used the strategy of showing. We target the children, so we used to spread this idea by a motion video, not like a real video, and more.
Is it like a cartoon?
Yeah.
Yes, exactly.
Yes.
Space Dream cartoon series in Ramadan 2021.
Yes.
It was broadcasted in several TV channels. It was targeting children from 12 to 18 years old, mainly about a competition, about the winner of this competition. He's going to be the first astronaut, first kid astronaut to go to Mars. So it was really amazing, and children will be influenced a lot about it.
I think it succeeded in reaching children.
Yes,
and
exactly.
True.
having an emphasis on them.
Yes, exactly.
Impact.
Also, making kids think more about space and knowing more about their country, their world, know more about the things, the environment.
Yes. On the other hand, Mariam, what are your other hobbies? Like, I spoke with Yahya, he likes films, he likes chess, I
Yes.
think,
Yes.
going to the gym. So he has hobbies. What are your hobbies?
My hobbies was still يعني reading and writing. This was my ultimate hobby. I have been reading since I was like since school يعني like until now. I love reading about everything, especially psychology and marketing.
Yahya, on the other hand, you like video gaming,
Yes,
I think.
video games and esports.
esports. So how did that affect you positively and negatively? Because we always say that it affects you negatively as a teenager or as maybe a young man.
Yeah. So basically, everything has its advantages and disadvantages. So most of people are going to say, no, video games is harmful. Video games have negatives, all of these words. But in other side, they have a lot of positives. And our new upcoming generations will have more knowledge and more skills about these kind of sports. And its advantages, which is like improving your team working and creativity and imagination. Also your
Can it improve team working online?
yes, when
because
you are
you're
playing
playing
online
alone.
with your friends.
You're playing within a team online.
Yes, exactly. When you are playing with a lot of people online, it can improve your team working and creativity.
But it usually includes violence, for example.
yeah, but
If you're working on a team, because you're not playing football.
Yeah, exactly. This may be the disadvantages of some kind of games, but there of course will be some or a lot of positives in these kind of sports. Maybe improving your decision making, because it's only a split second of doing a decision or the other. It can affect the environment of the game. And as we see recently, Dr. Ashraf Sobhi, the Minister of Youth and Sports, he's paying attention to esports recently, and the teams of video games and esports, for example, Occupy Esports and RAD Esports, all of these organizations are paying attention to these kind of sports recently.
On the other hand, you like chess.
Yes.
How did that affect your personality? Because I think it would make you wiser and more patient.
Yeah, it's called the game of kings, because basically chess helps you to use your mind more, how to manage your time, how to being creative about everything, having an aspect about every move you are going to make in the game. So that's why I like chess. I don't really like the other board games. Maybe it depends on luck. That's my...
Not chess.
Yes, exactly. That's
Chess
why I love
depends
chess.
on a plan.
100% on your mind, on the skills of thinking. That's why I really love this game.
Mariam, throughout 4 years
Yeah.
before graduating, during college, you had activities as well in the summer.
True.
You had in the first summer, in the second summer, in the third summer there was the COVID-19 outbreak, but you
Yeah.
also had a project.
Yes,
So
true.
tell me more about the 3 years
Okay.
between your academic.
In my
years.
first year, I decided to work. I entered the college and I told them that I need to work.
So you're 18 or 19?
Yeah,
right?
I was 19.
Yes.
At first they refused because they were very scared. I won't make balance between the studying and working. They thought it's hard, but I decided to challenge myself and work. At first I worked as a supervisor in a studio, fitness studio. And by time I learned how to convince a customer to buy a certain package or do something, do any action. At first I was very shy, I didn't know how to talk, but then by time I found myself that they became my friends and became like, they trust what I say, so they buy anything I say.
You shouldn't be friends with her. She make you buy everything. Yes.
In my second year, I went to Egypt Air Academy to take a public relations course. It was very useful because I learned how to handle an angry customer or any situation I go through.
Did you want to be a flight attendant?
I wanted, but I have changed my mind. I found myself more passionate and about marketing, not...
It is not an easy job.
Yes, it's true.
Yes.
Yeah. Then in my third year, it was COVID-19. I was sitting at home and then I decided that I will make a project.
You have to sell something.
Yeah.
You have to make money.
So I made my online brand
Oh.
with my sisters, and my mother
For
was very...
clothes?
Sorry?
For clothes?
No, for curly hair products. In this time it was very trendy, so I decided to make a benefit from this trend.
Digital marketing, I think it is the future because it is easier through the mobile phones and the laptops to be marketing for things and buying and selling things, so it is easier now. What did you learn from this course, digital marketing?
I learned a lot, like how to email marketing, as it's important, how to target a certain audience, how to make a marketing plan, a whole marketing plan, and SWOT analysis and so on. It gave me knowledge, but when I entered the field, the practically,
Yes.
I learned a lot. I did several projects, and I'm still doing it.
So what is the future? How does it look like for you? Because I see that you have gone into the thought of being a flight attendant, digital marketing, studying mass communication and media science, knowing more about space, marketing about everything. So this gives you a big space to be working in. You have a lot of information about different fields for the future.
I still want to know more. I don't think that what I learned is enough. I believe that in the whole year in every year, I have to learn something new about this field specifically. So what I see in the future that I will keep studying till the end, but at the same time I want to have my own organization or something that to lead the future of marketing.
So how does the future look like for you?
For me, the future looks like maybe I can work in the media field. I like the academic field more.
Yes.
But I can do, I'm thinking about doing a lot of things, maybe playing video games for fun, maybe going into chess tournaments. I'm planning to do a lot of things in the future.
And for your career, because we've seen Mariam one step in the first summer, the second step in the second summer. Did you have similar steps, like a rihla?
Yes, exactly, but in the COVID-19 phase, it was myself as a gamer, it was an enjoying phase for me. Yes, exactly, because I'm staying at home most of the time. But doing the Egyptian Space Agency project was that good breath you take after being pushed in a hard way inside of home and
to leave home.
Yes, exactly. That was the breathtaking moment of leaving home and doing a new project in your life. So it was really interesting for me, and the trip was a good one.
Mariam, how do you see the future, especially on social media? Are we spending a lot of time on social media? Is it unhealthy for us to be on social media all this time, and we need to be going out of the house more? Because you like marketing, and you like to be face to face with people, selling an idea, selling a product. Do you prefer to be selling it online or face to face with people in the market?
I prefer to sell it face to face, definitely. But
stay away from
but recently, marketing, I believe that it's more online, and this is what I work now. It's my work circumstances that push me to work as a digital marketeer, not a on-ground marketeer. So I believe, yes, social media is unhealthy, and I myself don't like spending time on it. But it's the reality, that's what people sit more on. That's what people like to watch more. It gives information in a very fast way. So I think that even if I don't like social media, or I don't like the circumstances, but it's the reality, and we have to adapt with it.
Is it the reality or an addiction? Are we addicted to it, but we're not getting much of a benefit out of it?
No, we are addicted to it. I don't think that the benefits we take, and we take a lot of benefits.
Like what?
Like we have all the informations in the world, in the whole world, on a piece of screen. Like anytime you need anything, you just find what you want. This is the main thing, and also communication with anyone in the whole world. But the negatives and the rumors and all these things is not beneficial at all. I think we may use it, but with a limited time. Putting a limit for it, and not making it like be addiction for us.
But he is addicted, because you're addicted to online gaming. Do you think that we can put a cap on it, a limit on spending time on social media? Can we do it?
Yes, exactly. I think I'm not really addicted. I just play like 4-5 hours a day.
A day.
But that's the balance I told you about between knowing that if you stay more than 6 or 7 hours online on Facebook or playing video games, this will be this will turn the positives into negatives. So we have to do this balance between having fun and having all these positives of the medium or anything you're using, and the negatives that gonna affect you if you overuse it.
So this is the key word that we got out of the episode for today: balance. Balancing inside of the homes, outside of the homes, being online, being on social media, being face-to-face, selling products and selling digital marketing because you like selling things. Yahya Ahmed and Mariam Ismail, the graduates of Faculty of Arts at Ain Shams University through the departments of Media Science and Mass Communication. Thank you very much for being with us.
Thank you so much for having us here. It's been a pleasure, to be honest, and we would like to thank our professor, Dr. Dina Farouk Abu Zaid, and our professor, Dr. Hiba Shaheen, for giving us the opportunity of being here. Also our Dr. Isra Muhammad for being a supervisor on our project. They really helped us a lot, and they were so helpful and supporting throughout the journey of this project. Thank you so much.
For always. Thank you very much once again. And this brings us to the end of today's youth episode for this week. Thank you for watching, and goodbye.